What's up, guys? Jeff Zog from Fathers for the Fatherless coming at you with a short video. And I've been asked several questions recently that I thought, hey, I'll just answer these questions in a quick video. So the first set of answers is around why register now? Why register by the early registration deadline for my city? So I've got a quick 5 answers to that. And then the second thing is, hey, my wife has questions, and if you're married, that sounds good. You should be addressing the questions that your wife has. So let's go after it. I made a little list here. Let's go after these. So why register right now? If you register before the early deadline, you save $25 on your registration fees. So there's one. A second one is just you'll have more time to train. You'll have more time to create your base of mileage. You don't need a ton of time, but it's going to make it less aggressive. A 12-week couch to century is doable, but man, if you register by the early deadline, you're gonna have a little more time to have your base of miles. The third reason you'd want to register early is a free book, a gift from Pastor Mark Batterson. So Pastor Mark Batterson wrote the book Win the Day, and that is a gift for you as you register. We're going to ship that right to your house as a gift to you because we believe the principles from his book about living in a disciplined way, winning the day with our decisions, our habits, we can leverage our training from this ride to be dads who live wisely and are making disciplined decisions that benefit our families. So you get that free book and coaching. We're going to do 2 coaching calls with Pastor Mark Batterson. He's flying into Minneapolis to ride with us, but he wanted to give his book away and wanted to offer free coaching contextualized for our team. The fourth reason you'd want to register early is in Minneapolis, we have special fitness testing. This is a special thing offered by the U of M that is basically a $200 value where they're doing a study on our dads. We believe that we'll be in better shape if we can bike a century, but they're actually doing a study where they're doing some pre-testing where they hook a mask onto you and you bike as hard as you can, and they do a bunch of testing on your basically how strong you are, and then they'll do post-testing, and it's a value of like $200. You guys get it for free in Minneapolis if you register early. You get that opportunity to be a part of actually knowing how can I get stronger in a wise way. And all the analysis there. So it's pretty cool, just a little bonus. And then the fifth reason you would want to register early is inviting others. We just know the compounded power of a personal invitation. And if you register by the early deadline, you're much more likely over the next 6 weeks up until the next deadline to invite others, and our team will have more dads involved, more lives will be impacted, more dollars will be raised. So if you lean back and say, I'm going to wait and see, then our team will have less dads, because if you choose to register, you're going to naturally be inviting others. So I'm just encouraging you, if you're on the fence, register now. Register now. Don't lean back and say, I'll wait and see by June. You're going to end up naturally running into other dads who are cyclists or want to maybe join this team and become a cyclist and join us. So those are the 5 reasons you would want to register by the early registration deadline. Let's go into my wife has questions. My wife has questions. Here are 6 answers to maybe some of her questions. The first one is just around the value of this ride to your family. So you will become stronger as a dad. You will be in better shape because of joining this team, which means you'll have more energy on the home front, and you're going to be a stronger dad who can bring more life to your family. So one answer of why would she say yes to you doing this is a stronger, more in shape version of you is going to be better for your family. The second value that maybe moms are wondering about is, hey, is this just individual time, or are you actually going to spend some time with some other dads, some other potential friends? And the answer is we train as a team. So a big value to your family is by joining Fathers for the Fatherless, you're going to make more friends. You're going to spend time with other Christian dads, and that is a value to your family. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. So we're going to actually introduce you to some other dads who are doing this cause with you, and that's going to bring, again, a benefit to your wife. The third is a cause. Not that often do I get invited into a cause that matters deeply, and fatherlessness is one of those causes. So your wife's like, why are you doing this? You can just remind her, hey, I'm doing this for the fatherless. Half of the money we raise goes to a local organization, half goes to a global mission, and this is an endeavor that's about not just doing an athletic accomplishment, it's about raising money for the fatherless. So there's a deep cause there that you can share with your wife. The fourth is there's a very low ongoing expense once you get into cycling. Now, there is an upfront cost. If you don't have a bike, there's an upfront cost, which I mentioned in another video. We have a scholarship fund to help you buy a bike if that is a cost threshold, if that's a barrier you can't get over. But there's an upfront cost. But unlike golf or other hobbies that have ongoing expenses, cycling, once you have your bike, has a very low ongoing expense. So as far as hobbies and fitness goes for on the home front, that's just a benefit to your family, and you can share with your wife. The last two things is a rigid schedule. Your wife's like, I don't know if we have time each week for you to train. There is flexibility of when you ride. You can ride before work, after work, early morning, late at night. You can ride over your lunch hour. You can commute to and from work potentially, but there's not a rigid schedule. A lot of things we sign up for have a very rigid. This soccer league, this basketball league, this whatever other things have a rigid schedule. It's very flexible outside of the date of the actual ride. It's very flexible. So that's a benefit potentially on the home front, having a flexible schedule of training. And then the sixth thing is just, hey, one big value that you being a part of Fathers for the Fatherless is going to be modeling for your kids. So your kids are going to see a dad who is doing training, who's doing something hard, potentially the hardest thing you've done in 10 years. They're going to know that dad is doing this for the fatherless around a cause that breaks God's heart. It's now breaking dad's heart. They're going to see, your family's going to see you participating in something that truly matters, which is doing something on behalf of the fatherless. And the actual day of the ride, they're actually going to be out there cheering for you. And so that's just another big benefit, and something that a lot of times a wife or the mom would ask is, man, tell me, why again would I give up this time? Why again would I do this? Your kids are going to see. They're going to see firsthand dad suffering, dad doing something hard for a very good cause. So that is my answers to some of your wife's questions, and some of the why should I register by the early registration deadline. Guys, man, I'm thankful that you're considering this opportunity to join Fathers for the Fatherless, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there for a training ride.